Hello students, welcome to Sitapur Mathematics Academy. So in the last class we started with the integration by partial fraction. So I already explained one method. Now in today's class also I will explain next method. See here, integrate the question, common question, integrate the following with respect to x. First problem, integration of x square plus 1 divided by x plus 2 whole square into x plus 1 dx. See, first step is what? We have to identify whether the fraction is a proper fraction or improper fraction. So which type of a fraction here? See, the highest power of x in the numerator is 2. In the denominator, when you expand it, here you are getting 2 and here it is 1. X square into x is what? X cube. That means in the numerator the power is 2, in the denominator it is 3. Now tell me which type of a fraction it is. This is a proper fraction. Write down x square plus 1 upon x plus 2 whole square into x plus 1 is a proper fraction. So first step is completed. In the next step, by partial fraction, what you are observing in the denominator? Denominator are a linear, but one linear expression is repeated, that is square. So by partial fraction, how you split? X square plus 1 divided by x plus 2 whole square into x plus 1 is equal to a upon x plus 2. The term without power we have to write. Plus b upon, we have to write with power, x plus 2 whole square. Plus the next one is next term, that is x plus 1. Let us call this as equation 1. And remember, for PUC level up to x plus 2 whole square is the last. Square is the last. Left side as it is x square plus 1 upon x plus 2 whole square into x plus 1. And take the LCM on right side. LCM is nothing but whatever is term in the left side, that same term will come. X plus 2 whole square into x plus 1. Here with a already one term of x plus 2 is present, we required 2. That means a is multiplied with one more term. Why? Because we required power 2. Here only one term is present. And one more is x plus 1. With b already x plus 2 whole square is present. Write down x plus 1. With c you have to write the highest power, not x plus 2. Understood? The highest is x plus 2 whole square. These terms get cancelled. Write down the remaining term. X square plus 1 is equal to a into x plus 2 into x plus 1 plus b into x plus 1 plus c into x plus 2 whole square. And as you know that in the last method, select the linear terms from the right side. Every time one selection. We have only two different terms. So only two different terms means first select x plus 2. Put x plus 2 is equal to 0. Implies x is equal to minus 2, because we have only two different linear equations on the right side. Here x square minus 2 square is 4 plus 1 is equal to a plus 2, x is minus 2, minus 2 plus 2 is 0, that means with a 0 plus b minus 2 plus 1, and with c minus 2 plus 2 is 0. So here 5 is equal to minus 2 plus 1, anyhow this term and this term are 0, minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1, it is minus b, implies b is equal to minus 5. Write it in the box. So after that select the next linear. The next linear is x plus 1. Put x plus 1 is equal to 0. That is nothing but x is equal to minus 1. See, minus 1 square is 1 plus 1 is equal to a into, here also we have a bracket x plus 1 minus 1 plus 1 is 0, with b minus 1 plus 1 that is also 0, plus c minus 1 plus 2 whole square, minus 1 plus 2 is 1, that is 1 square is 1, here 2 is equal to c, correct or what? Therefore c is equal to 2. Write down this in the bracket. See, we have a 3 unknowns a, b, c on right side. Out of 3 we calculated 2, only 1 is remaining and we have only 2 brackets. That's why out of 3, 2 values are already calculated. In the third step, put x is equal to 0. If only one alphabet is remaining, then only use this one. Otherwise, you have to select the brackets. So 0 square it is a, 0 plus 2, 0 plus 1, b, 0 plus 1, c, 0 plus 2 whole square. So it is 1. A into 2, here 2 remaining, here 1, t is 2, plus b, 2 square is 4, 4c, and we are familiar with b and c value, substitute that, 2a, b is minus 5, c is 2, 4 into 2, 8, so here 1 is equal to 2a plus 3, then what is a? 2a is equal to minus 2. So a is equal to minus 1. Now write down these values in equation 1. What is equation 1? Equation 1 is x square plus 1 upon x plus 2 whole square into x plus 1 is equal to, a value is minus 1. Minus 1 upon x plus 2 plus b value is minus 5, so write it minus 5 upon x plus 2 whole square, and c is 2 plus 2 upon x plus 1. Now integrate both the sides. Integrating with respect to x square plus 1 upon x plus 2 whole square into x plus 1 into dx is equal to minus 1 upon x plus 2 into dx minus 5 upon x plus 2 whole square plus 2 upon x plus 1 into dx. It is minus outside. Integration of 1 by x is what? Log x. It is the log of x plus 2. It is a linear. What is the integration of 1 by x square? 1 by x square is minus 1 by x. So minus into minus becomes plus x plus 2. Plus 2 into, again it is in the form of 1 by x. Log of x plus 1 plus. Is it clear? Now I am moving to the next example. Second example. Integration of 3x minus 2 3x minus 2 divided by x plus 1 whole square into x plus 3 dx. Yes. First step is we have to identify whether it is a proper or improper. Yes, tell me which type of a fraction it is. Yes, proper. Here x power is 1 and here x power is 3 because this 2 and this one is 3. 3x minus 2 upon x plus 1 whole square into x plus 3 is a proper fraction. See, first step is over. Next, by partial fraction, split this. 3x minus 2 upon x plus 1 whole square into x plus 3 is a upon x plus 1 without power linear equation plus b upon x plus 1 whole square plus c upon x plus 3. Let us call this as equation 1. Keep the left side as it is. On the right side take the LCM. Already I told you it is nothing but whatever there in the left side, same term comes. X plus 1 whole square into x plus 3. With a already one term of x plus 1 is there, so only one term is multiplied into x plus 3 plus b, already x plus 1 whole square is present, x plus 3, and with c, with highest term we have to use x plus 1 whole square. So both the sides the denominator gets cancelled, write down the remaining term. 3x minus 2 is equal to a into x plus 1 into x plus 3 b into x plus 3 plus c into x plus 1 whole square. Select the brackets 1 by 1. First I am selecting x plus 1 as a 0. Put x plus 1 is equal to 0. That is x is equal to minus 1. Wherever x is there, write it minus 1. So left side becomes minus 3 minus 2 is equal to, see, a with a we have x plus 1, that means 0. A into 0 plus b into minus 1 plus 3. C is also 0 because minus 1 plus 1. Minus 5 is equal to 2b implies b is equal to minus 5 upon 2. Next, take the next bracket. Put x plus 3 is equal to 0. That is x is equal to minus 3. It is 3 into minus 3 is minus 9, minus 2 is equal to, with a 0 because minus 3 plus 3, with b also 0. And c is minus 3 plus 1 whole square. Minus 9 minus 2 is minus 11. This term is 0, this term is 0. Minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2. Minus 2 square is 4. So c it is. This implies c is equal to minus 11 by 4. And here the linear repeated equation, out of 3 alphabets we calculated 2. To find the third one, put x is equal to 0. Why 0? Because we have only 2 different linear equations. Write down x is equal to 0 on both left side as well as right side. It is a into 0 plus 1, 0 plus 3 plus b into 0 plus 3 plus c into 0 plus 1 whole square. Minus 2 is equal to 3a plus 3b plus c. We are calculated b and c value. Minus 2 is equal to 3a plus 3 into minus 5 by 2 minus 11 by 4. So minus 2 is equal to 3a minus 15 by 2 minus 11 by 4. Write down all the terms on left side. Keep 3a on the right side as it is. Minus 2 plus 15 by 2 plus 11 by 4 is equal to 3. LCM is 4. This is multiplied with 4. This is multiplied with 2. It is minus 8 plus 30 plus 11 is equal to 3. See what is 30 minus 8 plus 30 plus 11. It is 33 by 4 is equal to 3. Implies a is equal to 33 by 4 into 1 by 3. That is a is equal to 11 by 4. So now write down that values. A is equal to 11 by 4. All the values in equation 1. Therefore, equation 1 becomes equation 1 becomes 3x minus 2 divided by x plus 1 whole square into x plus 3 is equal to, write down a value. A is 11 by 4. 11 upon 4. So better you write a fraction correctly. 11 by 4 x plus 1. B value is minus 5 upon 2 x plus 1 whole square. And what about C? C is minus 11 by 4. Minus 11 by 4 x plus 2 x plus 3. But you know how to write if the fraction is present in the numerator. This will be written as 11 by 4 x plus 1 minus 5 upon 2 x plus 1 whole square minus 11 by 4 x plus 3. Now integrate on both the sides. 3x minus 2 upon x plus 1 whole square into x plus 3 dx is equal to 11 upon 4 x plus 1 into dx minus 5 upon 2 x plus 1 whole square plus 11 upon 4 x plus 3 into dx. Now integrate. 11 by 4 as it is log of x plus 1 minus 5 by 2. What is the integration of 1 by x square? Minus 1 by x. So it becomes plus x plus 1 plus 11 by 4. Sorry, c is minus 11 by 4 log of x plus 3 plus c. See here. For the first one and the last one you can take 11 by 4 common and log x plus 1 minus log x plus 3. How will you write? You are familiar with the properties of log. Log m minus log n is log m upon n. X plus 1 upon x plus 3 plus 5 upon 2 x plus 1 plus. Is it clear? I will explain one more example. Write down that example. Integration of 3 sin pi minus 2. Please note down this symbol. Into cos pi 5 minus cos square pi minus 4 sin pi into d pi. Here direct substitution is also not possible because in the numerator also we have sin and cos, in the denominator also we have sin and cos. First we have to convert. It is 3 sin pi minus 2 into cos pi. You know how to convert cos square. I am converting cos square. Why? Because easily we can write. If you convert sin, you will get a root. It becomes confusion. So 5 minus cos square is 1 minus sin square pi minus 4 sin pi into d pi. So before moving to the partial fraction, I will go for the substitution. Put sin pi is equal to y. Differentiation of sin is cos pi into d pi is equal to dy. See, you got this term or what? That value is dy. It is 3y minus 2 divided by 5 minus 1 minus y square minus 4y into dy. Now simplify the denominator. 3y minus 2 divided by 5 minus 1, minus into minus plus, minus 4y. Yes, what is the answer? 3y minus 2 divided by y square minus 4y plus 4. So again, if you are thorough in the algebraic expressions, can you tell me the simplified form of denominator? Yes, it is nothing but y minus 2 whole square. Now see, is a linear, is a repeated, denominator is a linear repeated equation or what? And you know that here y power is 1, here y power is 2. It is nothing but the proper fraction. First, now start the steps. Three y minus 2 upon y minus 2 whole square is a proper fraction. By partial fraction, how will you split? 3y minus 2 upon y minus 2 whole square. Only one bracket, that is a repeated linear. It is y a upon y minus 2 plus b upon y minus 2 whole square. Let us call this as equation 1. Now take the LCM. Left side as it is, and you are familiar. Whatever is there in the left side denominator, the same term comes as a LCM. Y minus 2 whole square. With a we have only one term. With b already two terms are present, only b. So on both the sides, y minus 2 whole square get cancels. 3y minus 2 is equal to a into y minus 2 plus b. Only one linear equation is present. Select that only. Y minus 2 is equal to 0. That is y is equal to 2. It is 6 minus 2 is equal to 0 plus b. Therefore, b is equal to 4. Out of 2 alphabet we selected 1, and for the remaining put y is equal to 0. If only one alphabet is remaining, select 0. It is 0 minus 2 is equal to a into 0 minus 2 plus b. And already we are familiar with b value. Minus 2 is equal to minus 2a, b is 4. So minus 2 minus 4 is equal to minus 2a. Minus 6 is equal to minus 2a. Therefore, a is equal to 3. Now write down that in equation 1. Therefore, equation 1 becomes 3y minus 2 divided by y minus 2 whole square is equal to 3 upon y minus 2 and b is 4. 4 upon y minus 2 whole square. Now integrate both the sides with respect to y. Why y? Because the expressions are in the form of y. And we did the substitution. After integration, write down that y value. Integrating 3y minus 2 upon y minus 2 whole square into dy is equal to 3 upon y minus 2 into dy plus 4 upon y minus 2 whole square into dy. 3 as it is. What is integration of 1 upon x? 1 upon x is log x. So it is log of y minus 2. What is the integration of 1 by x square? Minus. So it plus changes to minus 4 upon y minus 2 plus c. Now write down that complete values in the form of sin and cos. So integration of 3 sin pi minus 2 cos pi whole upon 5 minus cos square pi minus 4 sin pi into d pi is equal to 3 log y value is sin pi minus 2 minus 4 upon sin pi minus 2 plus 6. See, if the sum is very simple or what? If you want, you can take minus inside the bracket. Otherwise, keep as this. So, this is how we are solving integration by partial fraction if the repeated linear equation is present in the denominator. Linear repeated means, for example, x minus a whole square or x minus 2 whole square, like that. Repeated linear equations. In the next class, I will give the next method in the partial fraction only.